Today's competitive business landscape, artificial intelligence isn't just for those big tech companies. No, it's actually a new frontier for small to medium-sized enterprises. It has the promise of efficiencies, allowing for untapped growth and a given edge to those who does not look into it. But simply buying an AI tool isn't enough. The real key to unlocking its full potential is your people, the ones that understand your business and your processes. And this isn't about turning your team into a team of coders. No, it is just empowering them to work with AI and not be replaced by it. Let's break down five key areas identified as AI literacy needs for SME and how they will invest in it. So number one is building a AI foundation. So you're beginning at the bottom and correcting the mindset to fit with this AI adoption. Number two, data fluency. So garbage in, garbage out. Helping your business understand how it needs to be structured from a data perspective to allow AI its best jumping off platform. Number three, teaching your team how to prompt. So prompt engineering and how to effectively communicate with these models. Remembering that AI is not a person, it's a tool. Four is for your business, how to responsibly and effectively use AI. Number five is your current applications and processes, how to integrate AI into that and to leverage the power of AI. We need to build a strong foundation. It's about demystifying AI and shifting the company and its people's mindset. Number one, make it clear what AI actually is. To explain it simply, AI is just a set of tools that can find patterns, make predictions, and automate tasks based on data. It's not a magical mind thinking for itself. Number two, it's dispelling the fear of AI. So address that AI is going to take my job. Fear head on. Frame it as AI is a powerful assistant, a co-pilot that handles repetitive tasks, freeing up the team for strategic, creative, and human-centric work. Now that co-pilot, in number three, concept, introduce the idea of AI as augmented human intelligence. So it's not human versus AI, but human plus AI. And number 4, identify opportunities. Encourage your employees to look for tedious, repetitive, heavy data-driven tasks that's part of their own job that could be streamlined. And then 5, embrace experimentation. Foster a culture where it's okay to test, fail, and learn these AI tools. The goal is progress, not perfection from day one. All AI is run on data. So next is encourage data fluency. What does that mean? It's AI, as for instance, example, a car runs on fuel. So does AI run on data. Your team's ability to understand and manage that fuel is critical. So data is the foundation. Emphasize that the quality of the AI's output depends directly on the quality of the input data. So, as I said, it's garbage in, garbage out. The better you put in, the better you get out. Easy as that. And it's not a new concept. Then we need to identify where the data source is. What is the data source? So help the team recognize where your business's data lives. In customer emails, sales records, project management tools, customer feedback, accounting. Where is the data that drives your business? Next step is data hygiene habits. My previous team hated me for my pedanticism, but so this basically is something that says it's consistent formatting, avoiding duplication, and ensuring data is entered correctly. Clean data means more reliable AI output. So those basic principles must be taught and understood for it to sink in and be kept. Then interpreting the output. So now that was about getting the information in. Now you want to understand what you're getting out of the AI. So an AI might give you a prediction or a list, but a human must ask, what does this mean for your business? That's why the person is important. The person understands your business. The AI does not. This is where your team's expertise is really irreplaceable. Do not make the same mistakes as those big tech companies are doing and feeling. In my accounting practice, I've submitted work to actually extract data out of a PDF, dump it into AI. It gives you. But I also had to check to make sure that the totals are the same. The information that it gave me is what I was expecting it to give. Because I know what that PDF was giving. And I wanted that in a different format, and it was the easiest way to do it very quickly. But it needed my expertise to understand the output. And now you need to also teach the team to spot bias. Now, you need to make your team be aware that there's a concept that AI can inherit biases from its training data. So your team needs to be taught to adopt critical thinking. Things like, does this result seem fair? Again, their experience, their expertise. Or does this really represent our customers? Communicating with AI is not like talking to a person. That communication becomes a skill. It's mastering a skill that will actually give you a superpower. What do I mean? There's a couple of items. One is the art of that prompt. A prompt is the instruction you give the AI. The clearer the instruction, the better the result. Secondly, you need to be specific and contextual. So listen to, or not listen to, instead of write an email, teach them to say, write a friendly follow-up email to a client, ABC Design, who just approved the first draft of their logo. Mention, we're excited to be able to move on to the next phase. So you give them the ingredients to build their cake. So the AI is going to build the cake, but the AI needs the ingredients to be able to do so. Now you also need to assign, or you can, it will improve the quality of the prompt. So assign it a role. So that role is, for instance, saying, act as a seasoned marketing manager. We're writing a social media post for a new line of artisanal coffees. So it allows this AI that it was taught over a wide array, so wide array of different expertise, to understand that now it needs to laser focus into a certain area, very specific on, in that area is the marketing, and in that marketing it's social media, and then extract from there how to draft the email. It allows it to bypass searching or just being very generic. So assign it a role. Next is teaching them to iterate and refine. Remember that lots of the time that first request might not give you the information 100% in what you are requesting. Use the conversation portion of the chat, the large language model, to allow it to refine what you requested of it. So you can say, for instance, that was great, but refine it. Be more concise, or add a call to action and see how it will take what it has already done and add what you are requesting. Then, and the last one is, you can ask, or not ask, you can provide it examples. So show with examples, giving AI an example of how the desired tone is or the structure can dramatically improve the end result. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. Integrating AI requires a clear framework, clear ethical framework to protect your business and your customers. Confidentiality is key. So establish a clear policy on what data can and cannot be put into public AI bots or tools. Customer personal data, financial records, and trade secrets should not be used. It's strictly off limits. Number 2, understanding intellectual property. Discuss who owns content generated by AI, especially for creative work. Ensure that your team understands the terms of service of the tools you use. For instance, understanding what they cannot and cannot use from Canva for your business, to protect your business not from being copyrighted. Maintaining human oversight. Now, I've been focusing on the human side of this. So remember, again, AI is just a tool. It's not a manager. Every significant decision, recommendation, piece of content must be reviewed and approved by a proficient human. These days, let me just check. I think underneath the AI prompt, right at the bottom, it says AI generated for reference only. They added that after it's new. It's in the last couple of weeks that has been added, because they know they need to not state the obvious. Anyway, also, next step is you need to be transparent with your customers. Be honest about your use of AI. It builds trust. For example, if you use a chatbot, let customers know in advance they're talking to a chatbot. And that will be their assistant. That also add ways of then, if needed, get to a human. But that's optional. Then 5th is accountability. Making your team understand that ultimately your company is responsible for the actions and outputs of AI tools you use. Your team is the final quality check. Don't be Deloitte Australia that dumps information and gets paid for it when they didn't do all the checks. Just saying. This is about connecting the AI knowledge that you now assisted your team to build up with real world business processes. Be department specific and get use cases. So get your team together, brainstorm together for marketing, for instance. AI for writing ad copy or analyzing campaign data, for sales, AI for lead scoring and email personalization. For HR, AI screening resumes for key skills. Depends on your business. Look for how you can use it in your business in a practical way. Mapping the workflow next. So don't just get a tool and drop it. Analyze a current workflow and identify the exact point where AI can add value. Where's the bottleneck? Where's the repetition? Again, understanding your business and understanding the people and processes so that you can apply the right tool to the right situation. Next, pilot projects. So start small. Choose a low risk, high impact process to pilot your AI integration. This could be automating meeting notes, summarizing and categorizing customer support tickets. Something that takes a lot of data and a lot of time from a human that can be converted over into an automated process with an AI tool. But it's low risk. Don't pilot any financial data or big sales processes or huge things thinking that you can score. No. Don't start with your core business and think you can implement AI without issues. I'm not saying it will, but the possibility it might fail is great. You need to work up to it. Measure the impact. That's what I'm now being saying. It's how will you know it's working? Define success metrics before you start. You say, what is it? It was a time saved. Was it error rates reduced? So less errors made. Customer satisfaction scores increased. Define, so understand the process and look at how you can see if there's a benefit after implementing it. So small implementation pilot and before you start. So you can start with data, again, that can be analyzed. And then share the success stories. If it works, share it. When team members find a brilliant way to use AI, celebrate it and share it company-wide. Build momentum, and that encourages wider adoption. Open up the way of not hoarding knowledge, but sharing it. And hoarding success floats the company higher. So the higher each individual person in your team feels for using AI, the next time you want to pilot the next thing, everybody would be on board, or more people will be on board. Investing in AI literacy shouldn't be viewed as an expense. It's the foundation that ensures the bigger financial investment in AI technology actually pays off and is a success. You've now built a skilled, knowledgeable team that can leverage AI to drive your business forward. So, what's the next steps after AI literacy? So, start a conversation. Share this video with your leadership team. Discuss which of these 5 areas is your biggest opportunity. Conduct a skills audit. So honestly assess your team's current comfort level with these concepts. Number 3, curate. Don't create. You don't need to build the training from scratch. There are fantastic online courses, webinars, and resources designed specifically for SMEs. But remember, specific to your business, the people needs to be involved. Number 4, choose one pilot project at a time. Pick a small area around what we said in section 5 and commit to testing it in the next quarter, in your next section of the year. This will create a future for your business that isn't just about adopting AI. It's about adopting and adapting your people. You need to start that journey today.